Bandidos, it's Thursday, March 21st, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Dread Edict. We're going to whip it out and see what we can come up with some of the interesting things that came out of Project Resolve. Is there anything great for the Dread Edict out of that? And also, it got a new skin.
I'm only in the tech dog. How late you wanna stay out? It's past your curfew when it's dark. I'm searching for you in the park. Shady murdered him, another virgin. He just hit his mark. He met his quota for the month. They found a coda all rolled up inside it for a battle block.
We are live. We are live. Did we have a drop in internet for a second there? I think we did, huh? Saw it go all the way down to 0 for a second. Anyways, hopefully you are there and hear me loud and clear. So the Dread Edict was reskinned finally. I'm sure was their original intent, but we had something, I guess, in progress. But love the skull detail in the back. Looks like something a pirate would use for sure. I'm feeling very piratey with this. No doubt, but great gun. It's actually one of my favorite exotics in the game, and it probably surprises you. And when it was originally released, it was sort of like, okay, yeah, not that great because the handling was still kind of a biatch. But when they finally released, I think it was season 11, the hotshot setup to give it, give everything really that 30% weapon handling, it took this to the next level and had us exploring it further, giving it more attention. And it's really nice because it gives you 100% headshot damage and 40% weapon damage. That's unreal. That's unreal. Okay, so that's 100% headshot damage on top of the 111% you already have on top of the whatever. So you're 350% headshot damage like without even trying using this build, using this weapon. So, and then you have the 40% weapon damage, which is like, whoa. And so what do you do with all that power? And that's what the Dread Edict wants you to ask. That's the question that this gun brings. What do you do with all that power? And we've come up with, we've played with 5 skill tier builds using this because it brings so much power that you can still headshot kill elites with 5, 6 skill tiers. I can't remember, it's been a while. So we're gonna explore and see if there's anything that's worth breaking out because of Project Resolve. So one of the things is, the ninja bike is going to be really interesting for this. That'll allow us to explore some unusual combinations. But one of them we might want to take a look at is going to be the Habsburg combo, just to give us a kickstart on damage right out of the gate. And so, Habsburg was one of those pieces that was buffed. Maybe we want to put it on a mask. And so we can start there and just get a nice little pickup right there. So that's 20% marksman rifle damage. That's huge. Now, if we come over here and then go ahead and throw on one piece of hot shot, then what else do we got? Another 30% marksman rifle damage plus 30% handling. So we're covered on the damage department right there. So between Habsburg, one piece of Habsburg, which is really 2, and one piece of hot shot, which is really 2, we're covered. And then from there, it's like, what shall we do? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I was thinking, do we want to, kind of play it tanky? We could also do protection from elites. We could do armor regen. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what pieces inspire us. Now, because we're running the ninja, we don't want to look at palisades, but a little bit of armor on kill wouldn't be a bad thing. So probably like a bellstone. And then if we're running a bellstone, that makes me think hey, maybe we start loading on some armor regen and armor on kill and then and put a ton of armor on the build. Let me see here. I got a couple of pieces here. Maybe not too much armor. We'll see. But we got that. We got that. We could try running Golan and get some armor regen in there too. And then mix it up between armor on kill and armor regen. So let's see here. And then for the chest, Shit, we could also put in that extra weapon handling with the foxes. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. Let's try that first. How about them apples? There we go. There's another 30% weapon handling on top of the 30. It's like our ninja build, but not all the way up to 100. And then let's put on some armor on kill down here with some regen. So let's go ahead and put that bellstone, the red. That's probably too strong. We probably need some armor, but let's go. We'll go take a look here before we go. But let's look at the stats. So that puts us at 340% headshot damage with 40% weapon damage buff on top of all of that. So that's good. That's good. Let's go. Let's go ahead and put a headshot damage to start, and then we'll tailor it down once we see where we're at. I mean, if you pull in really good headshot damage, well, let's look. Is it a 12x magnification or an 8x? I can't remember. Let me look. It's been a while since I've used this. All right, and then let's just keep that there. And so you have an auto reload with this, by the way, which is nice. So it looks like a 12x magnification, yeah. But which is really nice. And so as long as you get one headshot kill every 10 rounds, you never have to reload the weapon, and it'll resupply your ammo. It doesn't really resupply your ammo. It pulls that ammo from, you know, the stash on the other side of the rainbow. So 2 shots. So if we go aces, we could probably maintain a chain kill. Or take off the bellstone or the weapon handling. God damn, that is hella steady. Hold on here. But I don't know if I need it to be that steady, you know? Especially since we're never reloading. Because the weapon handling would really help with the reloading, but we're not really doing it. We're not really using the reload thing. So let me put in like an Araldi here and just try to push that up just a little bit. Let me see about the chest. Maybe it's the chest we want. You can go focus with these builds, but I like the headhunter route. So let me see here. Find a good piece. I don't carry that much Araldi, so, and I probably passed it, I'm sure. It's kind of the, I mean, we could use Walker and pick up the damage to armor. That wouldn't hurt us. Let's take that one with armor. And then let's pick up something off the mask. Which I don't have a ton of. Let's see, what do we got here? Might just be easier to go aces. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It was a Habsburg, right? That one. We can take the armor there. Okay. Take the armor there. And then we could run a second piece of hot shot, open up that other 30% headshot damage. That'll also work. Yeah. And then down here, let's see what we got. And then for the holster, I'm picking up some alternates here because we're gonna have to move some stuff around. Actually, let me see if I got something else here. I need my one Araldi. I know it's hiding here somewhere. There it is. There it is. That's the one. All right. Cool. And then I'll put the hot shot on the knees. That should work. All right. See what that's doing. So we've got to build up our stacks. It's like 8 and then 3. Good scene. 8100 and then 3. Might just be better to go to the aces. So we get the amplified damage out of it. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, let's try that. Where is my aces? It's somewhere around here though. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like the internet's at an okay place right now. At the moment. Yeah, so this is giving us more damage than the other option. 9100 right there. Now we're chain killing. So aces allows you to chain kill. So once you earn it, you're good to go. And then you can just maintain it. All right, that's the setup. So now, wait, before I change that, let me see what the damage was exactly. 11.4, 11.8. It's basically 12 million. Okay, so that's 11.984 is what I'm seeing. So that gives me room to do something. I don't know. Let's leave Habsburg. We got this. What's my reload speed on it? In case I do have to reload. 1.6. That's insane. That's a fast reload. We don't need to worry about reload. And it looks like weapon handling is going to be dealt with. Yeah. So probably just some armor on kill then, huh? Or something like that. So let's take off the Habsburg and see if we can do this with the Bellstone. Or we could put on protection from elites and repair skills. That's another thing to do. Actually, let's do that and see what that does for us. Okay, I'm missing a mod. I just want to keep the mod off because I might put it to protection from elites. Really wants that Habsburg there. that headshot damage mod. Almost a peak. All right, so that's basically peak. Yeah, it's just short. Really likes that Habsburg. Huh. Seems kind of weird to me. Well, let's go out and let's put this one on and go out in the field and test it. So the project for today is Federal Triangle, which is great because I need to do this mission anyways. Which mission does it want me to do though? Viewpoint? Yeah, okay, we can do viewpoint, I guess. Right on, Daniel. Got tons, man. Got tons. All right, let's go see what this beast can do. So we're doing the daily project. Let's go ahead and pin that. We are ahead of schedule on our projects. We killed it. It was such a good week. Everything overlapped. We did all our projects in one day. It was nice. It was a good week for our projects. Oh, I got the wrong skills, don't I? Yeah, we're already hitting that 10.4, so we definitely got the damage. But I need to change my skills. I've been really enjoying the Ninja Bike backpack. Just like we anticipated, it was going to get a lot of attention this season, wasn't it? Can't tell where his head is. There it is. Through two windows. All right, let's change our skills. So decoy is always handy. And then I'll just run a regular fixer, I guess, right? We didn't take any damage there. We are playing from cover. We got 1.1 million armor. Do I have... I do have an aces dealio here.
Hostile radio intercepted.
This is Wade. So, the division thinks they can just come in here. They don't know who they're fucking with. Go dark. Wait for the signal, then corner and kill.
I feel like I know that guy. I like SVDs because you have that choice. Like, do I feel like one-shotting or do I feel like laying it down? It's for those, you know, split personality kind of players. Perfectly behind that post. You see that? That happens to me a lot. I feel like it's calculated. UI advantage. What's the gear in here today? Aegis, of course it is. Not yet, but I'm about to start that actually. Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot. I mean, I know what I'm gonna be running: sniper shotgun combo, turret and drone, no reviver. But don't take my word for it yet because I gotta prove myself on that hardcore mode. But that's when I ran a normal mode, you know, and we didn't really struggle with it. The turret, I mean, you're one-shotting everything, even to the belly without Headhunter, you know? Because the shotguns and snipers are so overpowered, and then at that stage, early in the game, it's just, they're beasts. Yeah, this is the Dread Edict. So Ninja Bike backpack, 3 pieces of aces, and then 1 piece of hot shot for the handling. That's kind of important. Get the handling in there. I want to test it without the handling. Let me just do that real quick. Let's just get that out of the way. So I'm gonna ridiculously run 4 pieces of aces. It doesn't make any sense to do this with the Ninja, but I just want to remove the weapon handling to see what it's like. But yeah. Otherwise, before, just if you were missing the stats, let me put this back on here real quick. No, we had the other one. This one. So we're basically at like, I think it's 410% headshot damage. I don't think the stats are showing. I'll have to double check that. That sounds right though, because this is giving us 30. Yeah, we'll have to double check that. I don't know if they're showing up on the stat page. I'm talking about the stacks from the Dread Edict, because the Dread Edict gives you another 100%. So I don't want to accidentally double count. But if most sniper builds are running around with 340, then 440 would sound realistic. So what I'm doing is just testing the weapon handling, and because we have extra damage on the table that I'm not using, probably about 2 million, and not right now because I've got a makeshift build, but because of the Ninja Bike backpack, I got limited moves. And so if I can to get a feel of it, the 30% weapon handling might be overkill, and so it's possible that we can run just a couple of weapon handling attributes instead of hotshot. I mean, missions, we're hitting the number 2 one-shot elites at 10.4, so we got the damage. It's 10.9. handling feels pretty good, actually. For not having any handling. But it's those whiteout shots that you want the handling for. Those real deep headshots you want to make on the fly, like a gunslinger. On meth. So you guys follow me? So basically, if this handling feels good, and there's no handling on the build, basically, I just have that one slot there, then I could just take off the headshot damage from there, and put like weapon handling in those slots, and then that'll free up this one for some armor on kill or whatever we want to do. And then that could allow us to be more, what do you say, aggressive, I guess? I don't know, we'll see what we end up doing. Show me that backpack, buddy. See, you can definitely notice the bounce though, right? Like when the faster I pull the trigger. But if you're chain killing, I mean, if you're one-shot killing, like, you don't really get the bounce. Come here. Somebody give me a head. Guess not.
Son of a bitch!
Snipers and a big guy. Let's move. Why do I hear footsteps on my right or upstairs? Where are these people? Ah, there's one. Really? No way. No way. This lady right here shot me and she was like down here. There's just no way. Those bullets came straight through that cover. You gotta watch where your damage comes from. Am I the only one that does that? You gotta watch where your damage comes from. You'd be surprised how many bullets come through cover. There's just no way the physics would work out and for her to land that angle. The only plausible explanation would be she shot through cover. Skeletor! Yeah. They have all sorts of advantages, you know? They have all sorts of advantages. And that's why I'm a firm believer. It's just like, you gotta account for that in your build, you know? You do that, then...
Nice to bag him, but he's not your primary objective.
you can have a happier life. You know what I mean? If you build a build as if the game is perfect and all you have to do is play perfect, then I think you'll be more disappointed because the game cheats with its errors and shooting through walls and its curved grenades and BS hazard effects, right? Okay, I'm gonna put back on my hotshot here. See the difference. Oh, you know which one I love is like when you see the fire come through concrete. Love that. Problem is hotshot's like really hard to deny because I'm also getting 30% weapon damage off of it. It's a hard one to let go of.
Look for the transmission control module. It handles all communications going in and out of viewpoint. If you reset it, you'll lock out the true suns and we can take over the channels. Okay, stay by the module and make sure it completes the reset sequence.
Oh, there you are. Heard your voice. Could try running 4 pieces of hotshot too. Let's try that real quick. I don't know if it'll be strong enough. Hotshot was, but
Fluctuations in local power detected.
with Dread Edict bringing in so much extra power, maybe it won't matter. But lately, Aces was doing more damage than hotshot. Let's see here.
It's Wade. He's trying to sabotage the mast. Without it, no one can broadcast from viewpoint. Agent, get to the roof. You gotta stop.
And then I could take off something here. Where was that Araldi? Let's put that Araldi on. Let's make it really strong. See what kind of damage we're getting. There we go. Pretty strong there. So we'll get a little bit of easy armor on kill. That's why I'm doing it, but without losing my weapon handling, because that weapon handling is the problem with. I'm thinking through the strategy of like, okay, so what if I take off the hot shot and then just re-roll weapon handling onto my other sub attributes? The problem is then I lose 30% weapon damage too, and that's an easy 30% weapon damage, an easy one. It's weapon damage and weapon handling combined. It's hard to let go of that one piece of Aces, or I mean the hot shot. So what if I get rid of Aces and turn it into a 4 hot shot build? And now we have armor on kill and we have double reload, right? So auto reload and then auto reload from this. And if we miss and not get our auto reload, then it's not a big deal because the Dread Edict is gonna back it up anyways. That's the theory.
Agent, you've got to stop Wade. We need that radio mast. You won't be able to use your shade tech as long as that EMP jammer is active. Take it out.
System disrupted. System restored. System malfunctioning.
Oh, we're on a timer of some sort, right?
System back online. System disrupted.
He's got you cold.
System curtailed. Electromagnetic charge depleted. System activated.
Come here, you little fucker. Definitely not as strong as the Aces, but there might be something to work with.
Troops and spouting their horse shit. Once we get the radio mast repaired and operational, we can extend the reach of our own broadcasts.
You had a bunch of small bugs on this? Oh, that sucks. Spawn bugs. Yeah, I wish we could see our resources, by the way. They didn't make any comment about that. You know how there's that announcement? You guys seen that announcement when you log in? Probably, huh? If I had a red bellstone, my life would be perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm putting on one Uzina Getica for the armor on kill, and then we're going to go back to Aces because that was doing better power-wise. And then we're going to keep our one-piece hotshot. Just to balance it out a little bit. All right, there we go. The resource thing, oh yeah, that's good. Seems real messy to try to reverse people's re-rolled gear. Like, how are they gonna do that? Ooh, I mean, imagine they're gonna oh, I don't even know, man. I can't even imagine that. I'm sure they back up all the files before they push the launch, but you can't revert without reverting everything, I imagine. I don't know, but there's a name boss. Let's take this guy. Don't press me, man. I will chew through you. Last time these didn't count as activities, even though they were in the district. Somebody running around. There he is. Who we fighting over here, Mr. Patrol? Nobody. Oh, that guy. Assisting civilians should count. I know I'm hitting that thing. Not worth it.
We're still standing.
Hostile control point identified.
Anybody home?
Reinforcements en route.
Where'd you come from? Oh, there's a whole squad back there. Maybe that's it.
I'm mobilizing target. Give me cover.
Can't reach there, buddy. I know you can't. You're gonna do it anyways.
Fuckers are me.
Oh, that fucking turret guy again. Didn't expect that.
Agent.
Yeah, that's true, Lavo. Sometimes I noticed that it wasn't 100% of the time. Like, there were circumstances where I wouldn't get the double count. I was like, that's weird. What changed? Nothing.
We need to destroy it.
Calm down, dude. Get out of my way. Idiots.
I can take care of it. Stop the target. No! Moving around them. Bring it! Stay right there. Man down!
This guy's got a weird haircut. This Got like patches missing on his head.
Changing position.
I don't think they like me beating you.
Down.
They seem flustered.
Heavily armored hostile.
I'll get to big gun.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
In the back. Watch out. Watch out. Okay, we're hitting 13, so we got the damage and the recovery. So our numbers are there.
Hostile control point detected.
I'm gonna front. Deploying a grenade.
Oh, I knew that was going to do that.
I'll destroy it.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Don't go anywhere, buddy.
Detected. The control point in proximity.
And all we got to do is resupply.
Supply room access.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tank. I wasn't quite sure if it was supposed to be like that. You know what I mean? It kind of feels like it's unintended. But man, wouldn't that samurai mask go perfect with this outfit? Ugh. This one here. Yeah, so it's annoying. So every time you change your build, you have to change your mask, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I like it though. It's just too bad that's not working. What up, Jay? So we're playing with the Dread Edict. I got 3 aces, which is really my go-to with this gun. And then from there, what happens outside of that is what I'm really toying with. Just because aces is just providing so much damage. It's the best matchup for SVDs. So we got 3 aces. And so we're hitting at 13 million with this. And that's with Uzina Getica, a red one. So we could try putting some armor on. I don't really feel like I need armor. because, you know, you don't really have to move with this build. You know, you could just park it. And I'm moving just cause, but like, you could just park it and you'd like, if you notice when we first started, we weren't really taking damage, you know, because you're not moving. You're one-shotting things and you're not one-shotting things. And that's what I like about the SVDs is that, you know, like if you're playing against like hyenas and you got just a shit tons of helmet dudes, it's like, it's cool. You know, all right, I'll take you down with 2 shots. It's not going to be 1 shot every time, but it's not going to bother you because the SVD plays nicely into that, you know, and it's fun. Like I like throwing out more than 1 shot sometimes. And I love throwing out just 1 shot sometimes too. And so that's what I like about the SVD. It feels like it's bringing in both worlds, the rifle world and the sniper world. And you can play into each just depending on how you want to play. If you want to be careless and throw out a bunch of shots, you can just do that. You do have to still be a little bit careful though, because you don't want to run into ammo issues by just littering the place with shots. But the Dread Edict had the answer for the ammo issue. That's one of the reasons why SVDs even are a thing, is because the Dread Edict refills your mag. Come here, dude. I need to resupply you. But if you have the 1-shot kill capability, then ammo is also no longer an issue. So it's only an issue if you don't have 1-shot kill capability. But if you have 2-3-shot kill capability, then you have enough damage to not have ammo issues if you learn the cadence of the weapon. So that's the thing. It's not that it takes 3 shots to kill an enemy. It's 3 consecutive shots to kill an enemy. So, and with 1 or 2 misses in there. So it's sort of like, and you learn it. Like the Dread Edict has a weapon shot cadence. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And there has to be a little bit of a pause because that first shot almost staggers 100% of the time. So if you don't account for the stagger, then you're gonna miss your next 2 shots, or you're gonna throw out extra shots is the point. And then you start, if you do that on everybody, then you're eventually gonna run into ammo issues. Especially in the tough stuff, the tough content. Let's go fight some hyenas. Yeah, it does look a lot better. Do you feel like a pirate, Dissident? Aye, mateys. I got a horrible pirate accent. Sorry. Aye, mateys. I don't know what that is. What up, Red Hawk? It goes. Just having fun with the newly decorated Dread Edict. So yeah, it's definitely a pirate weapon for show. There's even a skull there. That's a pirate weapon. I don't care what you guys say. Fucking ninja pirate. This is a ninja pirate build. Totally, right? You got your ninja backpack and your pirate gun. Ninja pirate. Totally a ninja pirate gun build. I'm overly excited about that. That's a nice one, actually. I was thinking about making a hazard build. Like, what if we put max hazard protection on this? Because we have room to do it. I don't know if we'd get to max, though. That's the problem. But I was thinking, that's what I was thinking with this piece, because it's already got hazard, and then 3 pieces of a Xena would give us hazard, 20% hazard protection. You got 10 on your watch, so there's 40% just from that 1 piece in your watch. And then 50, 60, 70%, 80% if you took all your rolls to hazard, which is a lot. 80% is a lot. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so let's fight some heroics. But 80% is a lot, but I don't know if it's enough. You know what I mean? I think I like 90% or nothing. I have my colorblind settings on. It allows me to see explosions, and it also requires you to ask that question. So then I can inform the public on a regular basis that it's an option that you can explore. I know, funny, huh? No, but like it's been around for a while. The practice of using colorblind settings to see your explosions. So like, for example, look at see the circles. So that's what it's about. And also for heals. Ooh, big guy. I need waiting for my decoy. There we go. See how many shots it takes on his helmet. Ooh, not very many. Damn. I think the back of Hyena's helmets might be weaker. I know it is for sure on the drug addict ladies. You can one-shot them if you catch them in the back. Felt like he was gonna walk right into that fire. I spared him the pain.
Hostile radio intercepted.
We're under attack! Intruders in the east entrance!
Fastest chicken, what's up?
Way down to the garage and see if you can pick up
The
Espinet's
fastest
trail.
chicken.
He tends to leave a mess.
I feel like that's the beginning of a joke. I guess we should check that. Intimidate with skill damage on a Brazos. Interesting combo, isn't it? But why is my gear full? It's a real question. Oh, whatever, dude. Love how accurate these guys are, man. We've had some intense training at the shooting range. Today, hyenas, we're gonna teach you how to shoot sideways with extreme accuracy. You're gonna be Olympians of shooting sideways. And we're gonna teach you how to use a baton.
Position. The shade node should be close.
Yeah, they won't transfer to, if they're anything level 40, your level 30 character can hold, can sell, and can deconstruct, but cannot equip level 40 gear. Yeah, you have to at least be the level of the gear you want to equip to be able to equip it. So level 30 can't grab anything greater than level 30. Double reload. So, but one thing you can do is on your way from taking your character from level 30 to level 40, you can save all that in between gear. So level 31, 32, 33, 34, whatever. The best of those pieces, and then pass them to your level 30 character. That's what I do. So here, I'll give you the link that teaches you how to do that.
There should be a terminal that'll let you reactivate the node.
Here you go, fastest chicken. So that's the how to do mules, which is basically, it sounds like that's what you're looking to do. By overpowering that level 30 character so that they can breeze through New York.
Please stand by. Intelligence system
And it's really, I mean, the gist is to basically
systems operational.
give them level 40 armor.
To getting Isaac fully
That's the
restored
gist.
locally. But we have a ways to go before we can sell
And then you need to level up your weapons.
Continue your sweep of the complex.
I mean, you're one-shotting right out of the gate with shotguns and snipers. So, you know what I mean? You just need to level up your weapons at level 36, and then again at 40.
Friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch.
But otherwise, you can put level 40 armor on your level 30 character
If you want him back, we can make a deal.
from the minute
We'll deliver him unharmed. Mostly.
they step into Haven.
They'll keep
And that's because they share a library. You're sharing a library. As long as their gear is level... I should scratch that, level 31. But by the time you get to Haven, your character should already be level 31. The jog over to Haven gives you the level that you need. It's an automatic level up. You don't even have to do anything. It's like a free level. So yeah, by the time you arrive to Haven, you're 31. So technically, at 31, you're sharing the library with level 40. Yeah, so they patched, I was using Countdown. Thank God I did it before. But they fixed it. You no longer have access to a Countdown vendor. But you used to have access to the Countdown vendor at level 30, and it was amazing. I mean, I got a Godrolled Culibre, level 31 Culibre, level 31, Claws Out. And level 31, what else did I end up getting? There's another named item. Oh, it was the perfectly unbreakable chest. God rolled. Because we can get into Countdown. But it's not that important. It's just a nice to have. But the reality is that all you got to do is load up armor, level 40 armor on your level 31 character, and you are crazy unkillable. I mean, you're at 1.1 million in armor running through, you know, a map mode, a game mode that's thinking, or that's designed for you to have, what is it, like 175,000 in armor or some shit like that? Really low. What up, Mello? It's a SVD build. Yeah, it's a Dread Edict. And right now we got Uzina. We're running Uzina with it, and one piece of Hot Shot, and then one piece of, or 3 pieces of Aces with the Ninja. And then we're calling it the Ninja Pirate build because you got a pirate gun with the Ninja backpack. Funny enough, but I'm not done with it. We got about 4 million in extra damage on the table, so I feel like I'm gonna want to do something with that. Maybe just... Come out of your holes. Come on. Nothing to be afraid of. It's only like 30 versus 1. This lady, she's been alive way too long. She keeps running away, first of all. Echo, echo. What up, Chris?
Agent vital signs 0.
He didn't have to die here.
Oh, did you see that launch? That was not real. They're really cranking up their aggressiveness when they're launching grenades on their way to death. That's like, damn. Gonna get just one last one out. For God and country. Can't get you, really. Jesus. Ooh, got hurt.
Go after her.
Breed Love, good to see you back. It's been a minute. Really? Coming for you, Coyote. Gonna get you way close and personal. Oh, there's a car bomb.
Done for Espinosa. That fucking hyena was toying with us. I hope she suffered a bit before you finished her off. Anyway, thanks to you, we're an important step closer to getting the Shade Network back to full strength. You did good. I'll see you around.
Me, WP. Thanks for that sub. All right, so what we're gonna do is leave a lot of this as it is, and then I'm gonna flip this hot shot with headshot to a hot shot with weapon handling. And I'm pulling more weapon handling. Go the other way and see what it feels like. And then this aces, I can add weapon handling also. Because, you know, I am a fan of my weapon handling. And everything else, I guess we'll leave for now. Actually, I don't want that. Langmo, Cheska, snipers, rifles, backpacks. Not that nice of a map today. Let's head down here to southwest. Right on, Daniel. Ronan. Welcome. Are you playing on PC or what are you playing on, Dan? Haven't done my Danny Weaver for the week.
Hostile control point identified.
Looking for new contracts? I've got them.
Where's this guy at? Closed. Of course they're closed. They're always closed when I get the thing. Always closed. It's Thursday. I want that. Did I miss it? I did. Yeah, I missed it. There's a convoy going in. Let's go nice and let's go play nice and tight. See what happens. Let's see how many fire grenades and riot foam they throw at us. I feel like this is the gun that Kajika should be running. Whoa, that deer just came out of my weapon. Jesus. Welcome to the party. .8.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Still 11.3. Not bad. Oh, you lucky son of a. All right. Fucking smart ass medic, man. Oops. Shouldn't have tried to kill me. That's where he went wrong.
Serious trauma detected.
That's too bad.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Shit, chose the wrong way. They want their backpacks. Somebody behind me. Enough of that nonsense. Love the auto reload feature. I wish we had more weapons that did that. It'd be a golden bullet every day. Oh, she's lucky. I had her. Just missed the mark.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Can't see with your foam on my face. You splooge. Really? Oh, what? What just happened? What was that? He shot at the same time I did, but my bullet didn't leave. He would have been dead. Come on, man. They're not gonna come get me, are they? Oh, typical. I mean, are they so busy? You know, like, are they are, right? They're so busy. I mean, we killed everybody for them. Maybe there was one NPC alive over there, but they shouldn't be too busy. Let's just reset that. So while that's doing its thing, let's see what else we got here. Let's take off the ninja for a second. We got the tip of spear. I'm wondering how well that works with SVDs. The problem is that Dread Edict needs to build its stacks, so you'd have to. And so that's why it doesn't quite work with the change weapon scenario, because you have to build your stacks. Then if you went to your TAC 50, I think you would lose your stacks. And then when you went back to SVD, they would no longer be there. You have to have the weapon in your hand. And you want those stacks. That's 100% headshot damage for free. That's Simon. And so what I was looking for is, I guess I don't have an Ace's backpack, or didn't grab it. I don't normally run an Ace's backpack, so that would make sense. But we do have these Aces, so we can run that. And then, hold on a second. Let me try the memento for a second, because I want to see what happens when I pick up a single trophy that's going to give me 30% weapon damage on top of 30% weapon damage. What possibilities that opens up. So let's just put headshot damage on here. And then we don't have to run Uzina anymore, because we don't need the armor and kill. We could run a Raleigh would be best probably, but I don't have that. Actually, let's run Palisades. One with weapon handling. Let's leave it red for now, because I don't know what my damage is going to be like. There we go. All right, let's see how much we hate our lives with its weapon handling. So I don't even have that weapon handling on the chest, because my piece didn't have it. So I think we maybe only have one. Yeah, so we have one weapon handling roll. No, Doctor, I haven't yet. You waiting on that one? Right on. I'm circling to it probably this week. I've not forgotten about it. I'm trying to cross them all off. All these, not all of them, but a lot of which we stacked up. So I think I got to get the Juggernaut out next. There's the Juggernaut. There's maybe 2 videos ahead of that one from the build stuff. It's priority. So the reason why it's not a higher priority, even though I created it a while ago, is because not everybody's got system corruption, and try to stay away from too many unicorn type stuff right now. So that's 10.5 on crit right there. 9.9. So that's without trophies. 10.2. Wow. And the handling was working. Let's not get right from though. I'm on fire and I'm right from. Oh, this is not gonna go well. I had to I reloaded for that bonus armor. Did you see that? That worked out nicely. Let me heal from that. These fuckers in that right thumb though. Hold on a second. Let me get this out. They're gonna burn and they're trying to cook me. See that shit? That's bullshit, right? You get for looking at your numbers. Things get out of control. The whole car's gonna catch on fire. See that? Bullshit. Not bad. You see, if you're not multi-shotting, then the weapon handling is less of an issue. If you're just putting out one shot, you don't really need the weapon handling as much. It becomes a nice to have. And every shot is a reload because of that, which is nice. Ooh, big boss. Let's save him for last. Course. Hit him right in the chest. You saw that move, right? Oh, come on, man. This guy is like, what is he, CrossFit pro? He's like doing like burpees and shit. I don't even want to put a shot out when they're moving like that. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I just sit there and watch him do his amazing acrobats. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna shoot at you when you're doing that. Lame. Kind of like it. I mean, it doesn't have to be with the memento, but you got the double bonus armor thing happening and then the regen, but I'm just kind of using the memento as a placeholder right now. Bloodsucker could be pretty good with this too. God, see the way he's moving? I mean, $12 million. I'm getting more damage with the memento. 11.2. Because of those little short-term buffs. But if you use the Dread Edict this way, yeah, the weapon handling is not an issue. That's what I'm testing. So I'm really testing like no hot shot, one shot chain killing build. What does that do? And what are our advantages? So just 12 million right there. And every shot reloading is a pretty goddamn good advantage. I mean, better than the hot shot advantage.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Really?
Detected.
The agent's backing up.
13 million.
They're coming down the track! Shoot it, J-Dog!
Boss is up there torturing people. Splooging. What up, Anthony? Ooh, easy kill. You want to see that one? Right on, Anthony. I'm on it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a pretty good little build. It'll be good right before the Golden Bullet event, probably. That'll be a good one for Golden Bullet, by the way. But also, for those that don't have system corruption, we can get them prepared to farm for it. It can take a hot minute to get that all your system corruption parts, because even though those legacy caches do pay out, you might get like 3 knee pads or something like that. You don't know, you know. But the cool thing is you don't have to be too picky about what drops. You'd be like, I'm just gonna slap a skill tier. So maybe it comes a hazard protection, throw on a skill tier. Maybe it comes a crits, throw on a skill tier. I don't even remember how we ran it. I think I have it saved. Were we using the mechanical animal? Because if you use a mechanical animal, that also opens up a bunch of options for it. I'm not EK, like I never really used it for, I mean, I have once a long time ago for PvE, but I wasn't a big fan of it. But you know, with the proliferation of hybrids and all the tools we now have for hybrids, it felt pretty cool, pretty good, quite interesting.
Point identified.
Specifically, it was. Wait, I might have it saved here. Let's see here. One of these has it. Yeah, system corruption. Capacitor is what we were using on it. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we had armor on kill with it too. Oh yeah, it's a pretty good one. Okay, so for this was interesting. We have 10% armor on kill here without weapon handling. If I had weapon handling there though, that would be nice. Let me put armor on instead. So I'm gonna put on the same chest piece, but it's gonna have armor so I can pick up that weapon handling. And then that makes this a pretty nifty build. Let me put on a headshot damage mod here. You could probably run some protection from elites, but I don't think you really need it. You know what? Let me swap out of hotshot. I mean, let me swap into hotshot. Real quick. I know the Aces build is going to be great, but let me see if I can get the hotshot one to work with the memento in this. And I know we kind of ran this earlier, but let me see. Because if we run it all red, basically, and then play off of those memento trophies, we could be sitting pretty. Let me see here. Now, I know I have the one Palisades blue core, but if we need more damage, I'll change that to a red core. Because this allows us to eat our cake and because we're getting armor on kill from hotshot sometimes. But we're also getting Palisades, so we have a reliable armor on kill, and then we get like this bonus armor on kill when we're performing. And then we got the armor regen, so we don't even care for missing out on we don't care for missing out on anything that hotshot gives us. So technically we don't really need hotshot. You know what I mean? But at least we get the weapon handling. You know what I mean? And I just think that if I get rid of all the if I add weapon handling to Aces, I think I'd lose too much power. And so I'm better off losing power by going to hotshot, because Aces is stronger for the SVD. But I don't lose as much power as if I tried to re-roll all of that weapon handling onto an Aces build. That's not too confusing for you, what I just said, but anyway, so we get 2 things reloading for us, even though we don't need it, but sometimes I'm sure we'll use it. And then we got 2 things giving us bonus armor on kill and armor on kill. And then we get the weapon handling also, which is going to allow us to play a little bit faster and be a little bit more careless with our shots. Not too careless, though. Feels good. What was that, 11 point something? Come here, buddy. 11.2. Oh, you bastard.
Stay the fuck away. They're healing.
Oh, come on. She's trying to melee me. She did melee me, technically, but my bonus armor.
Crap, they got one.
Fucking sick build, I gotta say.
Control their fire.
But I am a fan of the SVD. So, and it's not a weapon, I gotta tell you, it's not a weapon you can just pick up and play. It's one you kind of gotta figure out, and you gotta spend some time with it. Because if you just start hammering down on the trigger, you're going to be missing so many shots. The weapon's going to be all over the place. You'll be like, this gun sucks. You'll get killed and overrun. And, you know, it's a precision play still. Kind of play it like you're running a, maybe a, what do you call it? M1A Classic. But you're not just hammering down on the trigger as you might with the M1A, you know. You're probably like, I don't know what you mean then, because that's what I do with my M1A. They're like, yeah, okay. Maybe more like this, the rifleman, perfect rifleman, this, the artist tool, right? Where you're really trying to get those headshots. But if you miss, it's cool, you know, still performing. Maybe all my examples are bad. Either way, you got to figure out the SVD's cadence. That's what it's a 3-shot for me, but it can also be a 4-shot, depending on how you fire. And so and of course you can 1-shot kill, so I'm not talking about the 1-shot kills. talking about. Basically, it's a light, let's call it a light spam on the trigger. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and there's a pause after that one first shot, assuming you landed it. Anyways, you're gonna have to figure it out for yourself. It takes practice. Just know that it's there, and once you figure that out, that's when the journey begins. But if you never get by that point, then I gotta say you haven't really truly tried the SVDs, and they're not gonna be for everybody. But the regular SVD is the same thing. You have to figure out its cadence. Come here, lady. And don't look at it as if you're trying to replace your White Death build or your Model 700 build. That's not really what you're doing. What you're doing is you're creating a build that plays in between a rifle and a sniper. It's a best of both worlds kind of build. You know, but a determined sniper build, that's something else, right? And you can do that with the SVD now, by the way, which I do enjoy. But it still gives you the option to play like a rifle too. Marvin! What's good? What's good?
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Portillo. Is that a Portuguese last name? Portillo. I've tried it in the testing range, but I haven't played with it outside of the testing range. So I've created a really good Vindicator build, and I'm not sure Focus is going to beat it, but I'm going to try. I was just about to release the Vindicator build, but then they fixed Focus. So I was like, okay, well, I better go test it. And I haven't had a chance to go really test it yet. But so the deal with the Vindicator is that, interestingly enough, everybody's feelings are like, oh, the weapon's weak. And it is. It's the MDR, right? And so that's one of the rifles that's intended to be weak. Like, what? There's a rifle that's intended to be weak? Oh, yeah. About 3/4 of them are intended to be weak, right? They're built that way. So they're built for you to throw out a bunch of shots. Okay, it's like the difference between a CTAR and a TKB, right? You get it. And so let's see here. So there's our holster, inverted leather, and then what do we got here? Covert. So the problem is that the handling isn't there all the way. And so what you may or may not realize is that when you're using the Vindicator is you're missing more shots than you realize you are. And then that's the real disappointment, is like, oh man, it's not even a laser beam. So I gotta like put on some weapon handling, all this. And so what I started to realize is that I made the strongest possible build, Focus aside, okay? Because Focus wasn't working. So I made the strongest, absolutely strongest possible Vindicator build. Glass cannon and all, right? And it still felt weak, you know? And this is like, so I was just like, okay, if you're making the glass cannon, which is pretty darn close to Focus, so Focus can get more than glass cannon, but they're pretty close enough. And so I'm like, okay, so like, it's not damages. All the damage the game can provide for a rifle build isn't going to fix the Vindicator. But then what I realized, it's not damage that's the issue. It's actually the handling that's the issue on the Vindicator. So even if you take away half of that damage and just land more shots on critical target zones, mostly the head, then it's all of a sudden feels really good. Well, about as good as a high RPM rifle can feel, because high RPM rifles are not going to be your M1A classic, right? So they're just not. So you want to be careful about comparing it to that. But I realized it was about having shots on target, and so not about having max damage. And as soon as I did that, then it started to feel really, really good. I mean, I still think it needs a buff. I still think it's like not designed very well, but I feel like it's the answer. So, but anyways, we'll test it with focus and see if it feels better. But again, from my breakdown, I just didn't really feel like adding a bunch of damage was going to make that thing feel good. It turned out to be landing more shots on the head. Which is obviously, if you're able to do that in succession, then your time to kill is extremely fast. And then I got a bunch of other tips too. Basically, I think that you're gonna ignore some of the green highlights. Like if they're green highlighting the legs, just fucking skip it, man. You know what I mean? It's not worth reacquiring the target's legs when you're already trying to go for the head. And then their legs are moving and they're two sticks, right? And so they're like, you know, it's not the same thing as shooting a big round head, you know? Not that the head's huge, but it's an inside play rifle too. And so also on top of that, the deeper you play, the worse off the weapon is gonna feel. So it's a CQB rifle, close quarters. You gotta get inside 15, 20 meters with that rifle. 20 meters inside, it's fine. So yeah, I mean, so with there being conditions, and if you're familiar with my tier list, then the more conditions you add to an exotic, then the shittier the exotic is, right? The lower the rating I would give it, at least. So yeah, I think the devs need to improve it, but there's probably a couple of builds that you would find that you might like with that weapon. Now that being said, I did run it in legendary quite a bit, several times, but I had a hard time trying to beat a striker's DPS, an all red striker's DPS build, the max DPS build. And so, yeah. I mean, because I feel like, you know, the all red max DPS build striker, you know, I mean, I can beat that with a mediocre skill build with a little bit of elbow grease. You know what I mean? Meaning skill, right? Because skill overrides builds. The difference between the two builds. And so, but even putting the elbow grease into the Vindicator, I was having a hard time beating an all red striker build. But I wasn't losing by much, but still. It's like, man, I'm working hard and I'm coming in second, third place. I mean, that's like, you know, what am I doing here? And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's a damage build. It's not like a team support build we're talking about, right? So it's just like, why? Do you see what I'm saying? So like, and I'm not one of those people, striker or nothing, but like, I'm just saying, I'm running a damage build here. Like, it shouldn't be so fucking hard, you know? And it wasn't super hard, but I'm just saying, like, I was playing aggressive and playing in close quarters, legendary, and just whamming on that trigger. And strikers is intended to win in that scenario in most cases, but still, it's just like, this is a damage build. You know what I mean? It's still a damage build. What else is it doing? It doesn't have any other utility. And that's the problem with making exotics based off of damage. Like, what's so exotic about this? It gives you 80% more damage. Well, it's not enough. You get it? Like, it's not, that's great, but it's not enough. So what's exotic about this? Well, it's an exotic MDR. Exactly. That's what's exotic about it. You get it? Which isn't very exotic, right? But it is. The most exotic element of the Vindicator is the fact that it's just an exotic MDR. I wouldn't even say, well, it's an exotic rifle. I wouldn't even say that. Like, I would say it's an exotic MDR. Like, that's about as exotic. You can, because they rolled it, decided to make its uniqueness around damage. That's RNG based in zones. That doesn't make it very exotic at all. You know, because it loses to a lot of different damage builds, you know. So what's exotic about it? It's an exotic MDR. That's what's exotic about it. And so for those players, so that's a win for some players, because there are a lot of people that, believe it or not, that love the MDR because they like precision rifles and they're not worried about damage. You know. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, don't you guys feel like we're all kind of on different pages when it comes to what makes a good exotic with the devs? I wanted to do a whole dissertation on it. Like I am over here, we are over here, and you guys are way over there. Like, what are you thinking? There's not even any fantasy around it, right? It just highlights. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that they could have done with it. Even with the highlights, they could have called that a pulse to pulse targets, right? They got too into the descent thing. They should have called it pulse so that spotter would work with it too. That would have been exotic. It synergizes with pulse things. You know, we could run it with the Heartbreaker gear set. We could run it with whatever. You know, spotter. Will they fix it? Probably not. Of course I hit his backpack there. Yeah, yeah. Rifles need a DPS set. They do. The whole category needs some love. Doesn't it? Stop moving, you. These guys keep doing cartwheels on them. If we got some protection from elites on top of this too. I'm wondering if we're better off with 3 pieces hot shot and then like running some protection from elites. Not that our armor's breaking or anything like that. But the thing is, I throw out extra shots, so I'm losing that buff. See, we got the buff right there. If I play it like a sniper, it's fine. Okay, so that's what we're gonna try next. Let's get rid of, speaking of the MDR, has anybody else been getting a ton of MDRs lately? I have. They're pushing it on us. Love yourself a weak rifle.
Supply room access unlocked.
Yeah, and then they gave us the M16 to top it off, right? They accidentally made it good for a minute, and then it stopped being good when they changed it, when they reverted the change. Remember when rifles used to be good in the game, though, man? When I see somebody running an M1A classic build, I'm like, ooh, they're old school. You know what I mean? Like, they're old school. Blind firing with the M1A classic. Oh, horrible. Chug, 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 chug. Oh, like, oh, man. I know the M1A was meta, but I still wonder if it ever really was. You know what I mean? Like, it's meta on paper, but people never looked beyond paper at a certain point. It was all testing range shit. You know what I mean? They would see, oh man, this has got the best DPS. Look, I put it in my spreadsheet. Look, in the testing range, right? But in gameplay, it's like, man, that thing is horrible. Stun dingles. Yeah, it's so slow, and the reload is slow. The reload is really slow. It's lacking mods. It's like, you know. But it shined for a long time. Everybody in the raids were using it. Okay, what I'm gonna do is probably on the piece. I don't. Okay, let's go back to the castle. Reset that and check. I want to see if I can put the Gila mask on. Yeah, before they nerfed it. It's amazing that they nerfed it and it's still like top tier, right? That's amazing. That says something. OG Nims, you want to see me run the Bloodsucker backpack? Because I can do that. I'll grab that here too. There's also the Hotshot backpack, could be interesting.
Hostile control point detected.
Cable. So let's see what backpack options we have here. Backbone wouldn't be bad either. Perfectly unstoppable. You get something out of that. I don't know if you really need perfect unstoppable. Regular unstoppable is fine. So there's a Habsburg Bloodsucker. Oops, I'm full. So we're going to bring over the Gila mask too. I hate doing that though, because I feel like a lot of people don't have the chill out. And then we'll bring some Habsburg. Bloodsucker options. So what I'm going to do is try to run that Gila here. And then put on some protection. Because I feel like we're not getting any damage benefit out of the fourth piece of Hotshot. I mean, if we were, it wasn't often enough to really hurt us to take it away. Let's try this. Here, I got that answer for you. Dehari, am I saying that right? We made a whole video on that. We get that question a lot. What do I do at level 40? Really? Dicks. Come on. Come on.
Reinforcements incoming.
Hiding from me. You can take the True Sons.
What the hell? Just died automatically. Gunner. Come on, Gunner. There it goes.
They're moving on the flank. I killed him.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to get to your threshold.
Need to reload. I got your back. Keep coming. Clear the streets.
Stop shooting me in the back, whoever's doing that. God. Worst team ever.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
It's a heavy gunner.
Big shooter! We got one down.
Hostiles detected.
Can't see your head. Give me your head. You got a backpack.
Reload.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Oof. That didn't count. Oh, it's because I don't have full stats. Got it.
Changing mag.
Oh, she's so fast. She ducked from that. Amazing. Fuckers. That was a nice little series.
Something for ya!
Yeah, the resistance is nice because it's layering on that bonus armor.
Heavily armored hostile
Wrong side. Fuck. Just kidding. Line them up, baby. Ooh, do we have a pod coming out? Where we got here? Over there. God damn it.
Vital signs critical. Incoming hostiles detected.
Damn it. Could have clobbered those guys. It's good, it's good. It's the Dread Edict. Never fails to impress me. Come here, boss. You're mine. I like it. That was fun.
Survived.
Supply room access unlocked.
That's good news.
Hostile supply convoy nearby.
I don't know that we could have done that without you. Gotta keep the settlement safe. Come on, do a sweep. Let's get this place.
So it's back in my room.
Need bigger seat stock.
John, you should try that build with the D50. Yeah, what's really cool about that build is you could actually swap the weapon out. So if you weren't a rifle fan, you can use Pummel on the 1886. You can use Determined on the D50. You can even use an SVD. We did that once. You can use any of the snipers with that build too. Pretty cool. It's that Headhunter amplified damage combination, and then you get the 20% armor on kill. Yeah, I really like the 1886 too. It's my favorite rifle. The only thing I mean, if there's one thing I'd ask out of it, would be a scope. I really wish it played a scope. Yeah, exactly, Grumpy. Be sick. And it was like polished silver, polished chrome.
Hostile control point identified.
So the resistance came in handy, but what else could we put up there? You guys get out of here. I mean, we could run the Picaros for free. Let's try that. For for free armor core. So let's put hot shot on the mask and then the Picaros down below. And then what I'll do is run up one protection from elites there. And then we're gonna run the Picaros for the extra blue core, which will give us more bonus armor. There we go. Making us even tankier. And we get the red core with it too, which is gonna help a little bit.
Reinforcements en route.
Got one down. There, they're coming around the side. Back off.
Serious armor detected.
Gotta take that turret guy out. Oh, there he is. Ah, loser.
Back the fuck off.
Where's she going? Come back, lady. Oh, missed him.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
It's messed up my shot.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Deploying boom. Now, deploying turret. Should have stayed on this, agent. Going to that wall. Don't let them see you. Take it out.
Come on, dude. Fuck. Pop the head out. You can see why I like playing out of cover. I get really impatient with these guys. They're like, fucking, I'm just gonna go to you if you're not gonna come to me. which means you're running all over the map.
Civilians in danger.
Come here. They have a hell of a shock on you. Oh, we just got another Dread Edict. Yay. With swap speed. Still waiting for a good God rolled SR1. That's sort of what I'm looking for down here. Because I know a lot of you guys are liking that. And so I want to do some good build demonstrations or whatever.
Supply room access unlocked.
Let's go.
Yeah, you know, I think, to be honest, I think it was good before Project Resolve. You know? It's just that with the fall, I think what makes it interesting is the fall of White Death, right? The fall of the White Death and it closing the gap there. Right on, pee pee poo poo. That's right, Nasty. I was talking about that earlier. It's not one where you can just pick up and enjoy right away. You kind of have to figure it out. What up, JD? Things are good, man.
Hostile control point nearby.
Man, going to countdown, I feel like it rains White Deaths in the countdown. It's almost a guaranteed drop in there. So let me get rid of the protection from elites just to see how much it's helping and not helping. Now that we took out that, because that Gila, when we were running that Gila build, it was crazy. I almost want to get rid of this red core. Oh, but I just don't have a good replacement for it. I mean, because I'm losing weapon handling there, which is pretty nice on an NESVD. Well, let's try it. Let's just try it. Okay, so we're going that way. So we're going to drop a little bit of weapon handling, and then we dropped the protection from elite. So we're using the free, quote, free blue core. Okay. So otherwise we're all red. So let's see what that looks like if we have the same survivability. Really? Swear I got you right there. Saved by the fence. Chain link.
Is there a medic around here?
You mean the one that just saved you? All right, some trophies. Still somebody behind me? Yeah. Oops. Sorry, bud. Can I see your head, please? Double turrets. Ugh.
Hostile detected.
Ah, that was a bad shot. Guess it's better than catching on fire, though.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Incapacitated target.
Hostile detected.
The weapon gives you a really good first shot advantage because it is faster ADS. Partly after the shot recovery, because of the shot recovery not having to bolt, which buys you fractions of a second more to target acquisition, which I think adds up. God, weird angle. Such a weird angle. It was the hardest kill of them all.
Supply room access. Unlocked.
So basically, it comes down to rotating out this one piece. So the Palisades has got to be there, with or without armor, I think is up to you. But then what do we do with that extra piece? Do we want the, you know, the skill haste armor weapon damage combo? Not sure we need it. I mean, the armor is nice to have, but I don't think we need to preserve our damage with that 15% weapon damage that's coming with it. Because that's the benefit, is that we're getting basically the armor core and the weapon damage core also. But, you know, with the trophies and stuff like that. So every time we pick up a trophy, we're getting 25% weapon damage. And we're able to maintain that because we're killing so well. So I'm thinking, like, we probably don't really need that 15% weapon damage down there. So I'm trying to find an interesting combo, I guess, you know? And you got Murakamis over here. I mean, you got the 511s. But with the armor regen, you don't really need a bunch of heals either. And so that's kind of where the Gila mask came in, right? Because you're like, oh, I might as well make that bonus armor last longer with some protection from elites. Look at another MDR, and this one's God World. I should probably save it, huh? And just humor the devs, because apparently they keep sending me this weapon. No, but like maybe I should use it as a comparison for that Vindicator. It's just that, you know, we're killing so fast, protection from elites, just like on a sniper, any regular sniper build too. It's just like, it's not really that critical because you're killing so fast. It's nice. You can. We did. Should we try the Bloodsucker combo? Let's do that. Let's see if there's any win there. The problem with the Bloodsucker, of course, is that we lose a bunch of cores. And then damage. So let's go Providence. And then that might mean we need this blue core here and the damage from it too. Okay, so. But the win would be you never have to leave your cover to get that bonus armor. Which isn't always a good strategy for me because I'm just like, get tired of these guys hiding like cowards. Yeah, you know, test against Vindicator, maybe with like, you know, whatever other talent, like behind you or something, whatever. I mean, Vindicator is 80%, so that is a lot, but it's a variable, right? Like, if you got a rifle that's got the ability to put, you know, 10 into the head, and it's telling you to shoot in the chest, that means it's like, I'm basically not getting any benefit out of your rifle. Because you're choosing my shots. That's always been a pain in the ass in this game. It's never gone well for us. The whole let the game choose your shots thing, you know? I mean, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I know some of you aren't gonna like to hear this, but the Achilles pulse is one of those. It's never been a big fan of that because it's saying choose your shots. And so it'll choose the foot that's behind cover and I can't shoot it. Another one is the snake bite or diamondback. And now the Vindicator. He sucks. Totally sucks.
Civilians in distress.
Oh, what's that?
Press A to start.
We just hard delted right there, real fast, huh? Shit, maybe that was a sign. That seemed intentional, though. We didn't have any errors or anything like that. Is that what you guys are experiencing? Yeah, that's how they win. That's how they get you. All the way at the end. Oh, that sucks. Look, everybody got kicked though. Look, there's a queue and everything, huh?
Safe area
Oh,
detected.
we're back here now too. All right, so we're trying Bloodsucker. And might as well clean this up. Okay, I'll save this MDR. Maybe they'll stop giving me one now that I have one in my stash. Please. It should be deleted from the pool, don't you think? I mean, the Diamondback you should have to unlock it, first of all, by going to Kenley College. I mean, and I don't think anybody's doing it. I think you guys are just getting that weapon without going to Kenley College, right? So that could help. You see those movements? I mean, I don't even feel comfortable putting a shot out when they're moving like that. It's like they're skipping frames in between their movements. It's weird.
Hostile control point detected.
Got a doctor on before doing a manhunt, huh? I like how the Dread Edict stacks don't dissipate over time. Stay with you.
Next one's a gut shot. Take your position.
Reinforcements en route.
Oh my god. All right, guys, I guess we're taking a break. I'm not going to go through that again. All right, everybody, appreciate you. You have a good night. We are Delta Delta. Have a good one, everybody.